Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. My friend Gary Patterson and I are here to bring you up to date on just about everything sports-wise, especially the Red Sox and the Celtics.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah.
Gary, we got a little business here. I'm going to skip this thing here for a while. Now, we both did 2-2 on the last round of hockey playoffs.
Yeah, okay.
So now we've got Nashville at Anaheim
Yeah,
and Pittsburgh at Ottawa.
right. Well, I'm on the Nashville bandwagon.
Me too.
No question about it.
Yep.
And I'm on the Pittsburgh, I think, will beat Ottawa. I hope Pittsburgh beats Ottawa because
Yep.
I can't stand watching Ottawa. The way they slow the game down and everything else. I'm enjoying watching the Western games more than I'm enjoying watching the Eastern games.
Yeah.
So far.
And Nashville, Peter Laviolette from Franklin, Mass.
Yes.
is the coach.
Yeah.
And
Get the team playing hard.
he does. He gets the players playing hard, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So you lead me by one game,
Okay.
and it's not going to be decided here because we
No,
got the
it's a
same
push.
teams.
Yeah.
But we'll do have
So-
the championship round.
Well, we can have a
Cup
tiebreaker.
round. Yeah.
I understand you want the Celtics against the Cavaliers. Is that true?
You know, I really and truly think that LeBron James could beat the Celtics single-handed.
Yeah, we may be about to see it,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. He pretty much did the last time he was in town. Yeah.
I mean, that guy he belongs to another human race.
Yeah, he's at his peak right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's 34, I believe.
If that, yeah.
Yeah, 33 or 34.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was in the paper the other day. I've got just a couple of things to read, then I got plenty of one-liners to get us going.
Okay. Start somewhere.
Joe Fitzgerald is a great writer.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
Great writer. And he was talking about people that are handed life on a golden platter in relation to Bill O'Reilly and to Bill Cosby, and then they take advantage of their power over people.
Yes.
Well, he was talking to Derek Sanderson, and Derek Sanderson was given a huge package by the Philadelphia Blazers from the WHA.
Right.
Now, it was worth almost $3 million for 3 years, which was huge.
Big
then.
money in those days. Huge money.
It was ridiculous, Sanderson said. I was a phenomenon, that's all. I was no Bobby Orr, no Hall of Famer. Yet here's his contract saying I'd have a car, a driver, and a 2-room suite on the road. And no one could be traded without my permission.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that part.
Yeah. He said it was crazy, but I felt I had to show it to Mr. Adams. Weston Adams Jr. was senior, was the owner of the Bruins for you younger folks. He shook his head in dismay and then looked at Sanderson and he says, "You have to take it, Derek. But I'm afraid it will destroy you. People won't matter to you anymore because you'll be able to buy anything you want." All these years later, that line still echoes here. People won't matter to you anymore. Oh, Adams was right, which is the real reason O'Reilly and Cosby are in hot water today.
Yeah.
People don't matter. When you got that kind of money and that kind of mindset.
Right.
Joe Fitzgerald,
He's a good writer.
Boy.
Good writer. Yeah.
This one here I'll skip. It's about Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
That thing is getting to be a joke.
Skip it.
Sad. Well, a few things here.
Okay.
ESPN has lost 12 million subscribers over the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Why? Competition, saturation, cost, and liberal politics intruding on sports news.
Yeah, I think that last part is a significant
Yeah, that was
player
the number one
in the
reason.
formula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're taking this very seriously.
They've
Yeah,
gone
well, they're
for-
losing business hand over fist.
Yeah.
And they're trying to take that business out of there and go back to reporting sports.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
I don't even watch ESPN anymore.
I don't either.
No.
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 There's nothing on there I want to see.
No, not really.
No.
And you can the politics are there all the time.
All the time.
When they started, they were 100% sports, and there was
Yeah.
nothing like them. At
Now
the
it's-
time, they were unique,
Now it's PC.
and now, yeah,
How would you like to be Tom Brady and have his diet? No flour,
yeah,
sugar, salt, tomatoes, mushrooms, peppers, and everything he has must be gluten-free, and he must drink 100 ounces of water daily.
wow, yeah,
I'm going to skip this diet.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, if I do that, I get to be Tom Brady.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe
Maybe we can work out a deal here.
Does Giselle come with it?
Yeah, well, you're Tom Brady.
There you
You're
go.
getting the whole package.
Well, here's some big news. We have been voted the #1 sports talk show by the National Psychopath Society at their annual convention. And the way they gauge it is there are no murders while our show is on.
Really?
The psychopaths are watching it.
Oh, that's good
Yeah.
to hear.
So there's
Wow.
another feather in our cap.
Wow, maybe we could get some in-studio guests.
Well, we'll have to search them first, make sure they don't have any weapons,
get a metal detector.
axes or anything.
No guns allowed.
Yeah. Colin Kaepernick started running his mouth off again the other day.
Yeah.
And Chris Carter pretty well shut it up for him. I knelt because the police were doing bad things to young black men. Well, how about the bad stuff young black men are doing to each other and to black families
Right.
in their neighborhoods?
Yeah.
They're shooting, killing, stealing, hooking youngsters into drugs, pimping out girls. I mean, let's step back and identify the real problem.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Not
know,
allowed
like
to talk about that, Bill.
no, that's what doesn't you don't talk about that on
That will
ESPN.
not pass the PC police.
That's it. You know, it's
It's a good thing this show's not on MSNBC, or you'd be cut for that.
fired out the news. It's lawlessness, drugs, gangs, and the destruction of the family unit by young men, and they're just destroying the kids.
Yeah.
Well, Chris Carter said he set himself up to be blackballed. It's all his own fault.
Yeah. Well, you know, the latest news is sounds like he might find a home in Seattle.
Yeah, backing up.
A number of the players
Yeah.
have come out in defense of him and said he would be welcome there, including Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, what's he going to say? You know, I don't want that guy.
right.
Yeah. Now, here's something, Gary. CG Technology, which is another one of these odds makers, have released the lines for 2017.
Okay.
The Pats over-under is 12 and a half.
12 and a half. That's a good number. They got some games to play, I'll tell you.
Yep. Oh,
So-
they are favored in every game.
Well, I believe that, but I don't. I don't know. You know, are you one of the 16-0 people that are out there now saying they're going to
Well,
do it at this
that's
time?
right.
This time
I
they're
was-
going 19-0.
I was talking to a guy the other day. He said, look at the the schedule and tell me one team that can beat them. Well, you know, anything could happen on any day.
Right. There's a number of games that they could lose.
The closest one.
Kind of the way the NFL works.
Yeah, that's right, on any given day.
Right.
The smallest spread is 1.5 point favorites in Mexico City versus the Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah.
That's when they could lose.
Yeah.
Quite
Derek
frankly.
Carr, though, is unhappy with the way his new contract negotiations are going.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we can hope that maybe he's going to
Yeah.
sit it out for a while.
I say let's play them. I mean, I can tell you this: if we play them in the postseason next year, we're beating them. So,
Yeah.
you want to go to Mexico City and play? Okay, but you know that's a game that who knows you could lose that. Don't drink the water.
That's it, exactly. You
How much
know,
water do you- how many
Montezuma's
cases of water do you
revenge.
think they're going to have to take with them on that? They have to have a second plane for the water.
I'm going to keep this stuff handy. Now, Matt Niskanen got a 5-minute cross-check major in a game misconduct for his gutless hit on Sidney Crosby that concussed him. The league
Niskanen, yeah.
did not review the play.
Right.
Yeah, they said the penalty was enough.
Yeah.
When a great player gets a concussion from a dirty hit,
Yeah, you know, that was a tough hit. And it was, I can certainly understand it being defined as dirty. But, and it's a play that slow motion doesn't help because when you watch it in slow motion, it looks terrible.
Sure
When you
does.
watch it in real time, though, and consider it's the NHL, and I understand that, you know, going high on Sidney Crosby, that's like going low on Tom Brady, right? You just don't do it, right? But I don't know that it was all that intentional. I know he meant to hit him,
yeah.
but
Oh, he went in there with
I
a
don't-
purpose.
Yeah. But the way Crosby came over from the side of the net, I don't know that he was really gunning for his head.
But what?
That's what happened.
But what is the main rule? Control your stick.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. You have
he-
to have it under
There's
control.
no question he brought it up.
Yeah.
So he was penalized, as he should be penalized.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not sure it was malicious.
Yeah. That's it. You know what? How do you crawl in somebody's head and
Yeah.
you know?
And I again watch it again real time, not it, because in slow motion it looks awful, but it all happened in a split second. You know?
Well, the Red Sox update.
Yeah.
They're 19-18.
Yeah, hanging around.
Yeah. Pedro Sandoval making a little progress. He's got a brace on his knee now, and he's doing a little running.
Okay.
Stephen Wright, gone for the year.
yeah.
Brock Holt, well, guess what? He regressed.
Yeah.
And the concussion and the vertigo he has in his return now is who knows. But the doctors have told him he has got to keep exercising and doing things because he will progress faster as he works his way through it. Where I think every other kind of an accident or an injury, the doctors say, yeah, take 6 weeks on the shelf before
Yeah.
we start doing anything.
Heal and then recover.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of controversy about that.
Yeah.
And of course,
Well,
he went down to Pawtucket the other night and had an 0 for 4 and had to come out of the game.
yeah. So you can't really count on him.
Nope.
Hopefully he'll be fine. He's going to need time, right?
Yeah.
So it's quickly becoming apparent that the ideal fit for them right now, because some of the pitching will come back, they need a third baseman who's a productive hitter, you know,
Yeah.
an Adrian Beltre type.
Or a Travis Shaw
Or
type.
a Travis Shaw type.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
8 home runs, 31 RBIs.
Shaw, yeah.
He'd lead the Red Sox in home runs and RBIs.
And
Now, hitting in the American League is more difficult than the National League. Okay, so
I heard he had some comments that he was disappointed how the Red Sox seemed to give up on him early.
you know what? Anybody with an ounce of pride and
Yeah.
would say that too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm disappointed they traded me, I
But you're
really
absolutely
felt I
right.
was,
Having him playing
Yeah.
third base right now,
yeah, will be the answer to
it would probably be a couple more wins, quite frankly,
yeah,
at this point. The
yeah.
defense at third has been awful.
awful. I mean, did you
they
see
haven't really
the other
hit.
night when Rutledge, as Jerry Rummy said, one crow hop too many when he threw it over to first base and safe.
Yeah.
I mean, those are
Yeah,
just
the
those
defense
are
is-
dumb plays.
And the problem is, even their good defenders have made a few errors, right? So
they
they haven't
have.
played well defensively, but they have a lot of defensive talent on that field.
Now-
It'll come around. But third base, you know, is a hole right now, and they need another bat in the lineup.
Is
Bat
this
in fifth, sixth.
defense, the poor defense, a sign that the players are going brain dead? That they're not listening to the manager. Oh, the manager isn't saying anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
But is anybody going to try to light a fire under this bunch? Or, I mean, I'm getting tired of sitting there watching John sit in the dugout there and stand in the dugout.
So we're at the quarter pole.
Yeah,
We're at the quarter pole.
That's it.
Right? And the team's hanging around, game over 500. You know, they've had injuries, both in positional players and, I mean, they had everything from injuries to that when they all had the flu to,
yeah,
and
yeah.
now in the rotation's been damaged, right? Price out on his way back.
Yep.
Right, gone.
Yep. Well,
So-
they bring up Kyle Kendrick, who had a great spring.
Yeah.
But he's 88, 89 miles an hour, and he's a two-trick pony,
Right.
So,
Well, if Price comes back and he's okay, and he's now your number 3, you're going to be okay.
let me tell you something. That's
because
a hell of a 1, 2, 3 lineup.
Rodriguez has looked
And
good.
Rodriguez has
looked very good. So
Yes.
if Price comes back and now you're down to, so now you're talking about your fifth spot. So
Well, we're going to solve
gonna have to patch
we're
it.
going to solve the 5th spot tonight.
we are.
Yep. Hector Velasquez, 28 years old, that we purchased out of the Mexican League.
Really?
Yeah, never played Major League Ball, never played outside of Mexico.
Huh.
And he's got a mid-80s fastball.
Mid-80s fastball. Wow.
And he's got a curveball. He can change speeds with the curveball. And down to Pawtucket, 29 innings, 20 strikeouts, 5 bases on balls, 1.55 earned run average.
Wow.
So he's fooling them down there.
Yeah. That's down there. Yeah.
Henry Owens in Pawtucket. Now, I know that you're not high
I am
on
not
Henry
a Henry
Owens.
Owens fan at all.
He's bulked up.
Oh, has he?
Yes, he has.
Can he throw strikes yet?
Yeah, no, but he is throwing the ball harder. He's
Is
got
he?
like maybe 2 or 3 miles an hour faster on his fastball, which was a slow fastball to start
Yeah.
with. But he's still, well, the other night, 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, 7 bases on ball. The time before that, it was 7 strikeouts, 5 bases on balls. Then they got to
always
get
been
him
the
out of
problem
there.
with him,
Yeah,
you know?
yep.
mean,
Marco Hernandez.
That's the problem with Barnes, too, you know?
Yes,
Barnes
it is.
Barnes has great stuff. He just can't throw strikes.
Do you know, I swear that Barnes overthrows.
Yeah.
And it
He's got
starts
good
sailing
stuff.
on
He's got
him.
a good fastball.
Yes,
He's got a good breaking
Yep.
pitch. And I think he even has maybe a split or something. I think he's got 3 pitches. They're all good pitches, but he has no idea where they're going when he throws the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what. I said Marco Hernandez gone for he's going to have surgery.
Yeah.
Rutledge has just been a total disaster in the field.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just.
So was Sandoval, quite frankly.
Yeah.
When he was there.
Oh, yeah.
The only guy that's looked halfway decent is Marrero, in that he's made a few
Yes.
plays. He
Yeah.
turned a nice double
and
play
I'll
the
tell
other
you
night.
what, he's got a job there as long as nobody else
He's
steps
the best
up.
you've got
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah. Sale and Kimbrel have been fantastic.
Yeah, Kimbrel's been dominant.
Lights out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben Taylor's been okay.
Yeah, for what he is,
Yeah.
you know,
Hembry has been okay.
up and down.
Yeah. He's a guy that's got to come up with the third pitch.
Yeah.
Scott has pitched all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess lefties.
Right.
He is what he is. But Kelly remains an enigma.
I know.
Now, did you ever see him the other night when he was...
But, you know, he's just like I said about Barnes. Kelly's got great stuff. He has no idea where the ball's going.
None. He was throwing 101 miles an hour
Yeah.
the other night. It took him... Now, he didn't allow... I don't think he allowed a hit. He walked a
so.
guy, and he threw 24 pitches to get out of that inning. And they're going up here,
Yep.
they're going over there. Oh, look at that one, 101 miles an hour. Yeah, missed the strike zone by a foot.
Yeah.
God,
That's always been the problem with him.
yeah. Boy, the Cardinals saw us coming when they said,
yeah.
you know, here's this kid with an arm, and here's the best clutch hitter in the National League, and give us Lackey.
And so he's, but what's Kelly? He's still only like 25 or something, isn't he?
26, something
Maybe
like
26?
that. Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to give up on a guy that can throw 101.
Where's Jim Turner?
And
when we
every
need
once in a while, he actually looks like he can throw strikes for an appearance.
him? Yes.
You know, there are those appearances where you say, that's the guy
Yep.
we want. But he
When
can't repeat,
When he
can't
throws
repeat
at 95 or 96 miles an hour, he can get it over the plate.
Then that's what he
But
should
then,
be throwing.
Yeah. You know,
And if you got an 0-2 count and you want to go for 101, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure. Especially if the guy can't hit a high fastball. But, you know, like Jim Turner used to be the old pitching coach of the Yankees. He'd take these reclamation projects and straighten them out. How come the Red Sox can't get this kid straightened out? Are they trying? Is anybody working with them?
Right, I don't know. That's a good question, though, because they have several pitchers that just, you know, to your point,
Yeah.
if they could improve their craft just a little bit,
Yeah.
they'd be really effective.
Show Hembry how to throw a cutter.
Right,
Yeah, I mean, jeepers, creepers.
yeah.
Fastball and a slider. Well, you need a third pitch.
Yeah. That's what's frustrating about Kelly. Kelly has 3 pitches. He's probably got 4 pitches. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. He's got a changeup.
And again, they're pretty good pitches.
Yeah.
It's just that when they're on the corner, they're brutal. But you can't do it.
Hanley Ramirez's shoulder problem has been diagnosed as the "I don't want to play first base" syndrome.
Yeah.
And John Farrell just isn't ready to belly up to the bar and call it what it is.
Yeah.
Ramirez is just, you put him out there again and he'll do the same thing. He'll flub it all up and fall on the ground.
Right, but part of the problem is, so you put Ramirez at first. What does that mean? Who else, you know,
Well, it means
who's
that,
going to DH?
yeah, but at least you can rotate the players around a little bit more and give the first baseman a day off.
I mean, the depth on your team right now is Chris Young,
Yep.
right? He's
Yep.
he's a good 4th outfielder. So you're going to have him DH. You know, I don't know.
No.
I bet you Chris Young could play first for crying out loud. He's a natural,
You know,
athletic type
yeah,
player.
I mean, somebody that's an infielder seems to me would throw a glove on his hand, and he ought to be able to go over there and not hurt you.
Right.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, like Mitch Moreland. I mean, what did he go, 36 games straight without a day off?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to put somebody there at first base, and then you go over to the National League parks, and well, heck, you want Ramirez's bat in the lineup, so you say to him, play first base, and he's falling on his face, and I hurt the shoulder again.
You know, the Red Sox starting lineup, when they're healthy, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
But their bench, I mean, you know, it's kind of like, okay, who are you going to go to? You got Chris Young, who's okay. He's your 4th outfielder to give those guys a day off.
That's
But,
right.
you know, you're not going to use your backup catcher, whoever it happens to be that night.
That's another story.
So now you're left with, you know, Marrero and I don't even know how many guys.
The other guy there, Dano, that they picked up, He's got one at bat, one pinch running assignment so far. I mean, if you're not going to play him, what the hell are you picking him up off the waiver wire for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
And I think the answer is because you don't have anybody else, I guess.
JBJ is having a dreadful start.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks, well, there are nights when he doesn't look good at the plate, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I think he'll come around, but, you know, I think last year was an overachieving year for him. I don't
26 home runs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Andy was like a 280, 290 hitter, and you know, he may be more like a 240 hitter.
you know, I'd settle for 260.
Yeah, with, you know, 15 to 20 homers.
Benintendi is in the midst of an 0 for 21
Slump,
swoon. Yeah, but you know what?
good
I'm
young
not
player.
concerned about it. He's
Not
still
worried about
taking
him.
good cuts.
Yeah.
The catching is a mystery. I mean, why not leave Leon in there for an extended stretch?
Yeah.
It seems that Leon gets in there, goes 3 for 4, and they yank him out and put Vasquez in there.
Well, you know, Vasquez got off to a great start, though, this year.
He did.
You know,
Yeah.
for his first 25 at-bats.
Yeah, but long range, I think you got to have Leon in there because I think he's a better hitter. And well, I don't think he's quite the equal of Vasquez behind the plate.
He's close, though.
But he's damn close.
And you know, when I first thought Vasquez, I never thought I'd say this, but I'd almost rate Leon and Vasquez on an arm.
Yes, sir.
Throwing a second, about equal.
Yeah, and Vasquez overuses
They're both pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dragging it in. The
does.
umpires, I'm
Yeah.
sure they're telling him,
They catch
knock
on.
it off. You're not fooling anybody with that
Right.
move. And Leon doesn't do that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
So I don't think catching's the problem. I think it's third base, and you know,
Oh, it
and
is.
what are you going to do because you've already cleaned out your minor league system.
and you cannot bring that kid up from Double-A.
Right.
I mean, you might as well just shoot him.
But you know, what do you really have to trade
Nothing.
to get a third baseman?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No. Assuming one was available.
Right.
What the devil would you offer him, you know? I mean, you don't really. Now, I'm going to go down to Pawtucket next week for my first game down there. There's an 11:05. It's a getaway game for the team that's in there. And they have it, a couple of those a year down there.
That's a good time.
It is.
It's like Patriots Day.
Yeah. But bottom line, the sum of the parts does not add up to a team. The pieces do not seem to fit together on the Red Sox.
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, there's only a couple or three missing pieces. Now, that's saying a lot. And I think third base is one of them. What's the deal with third base? So I guess they're still holding out hope that Pablo gets healthy and comes back.
You know what?
and
That's got to be the only strategy
it's
they got.
270 with,
Yeah.
you know, 15 to 20 homers. And you can fill in behind him with Marrero or whoever. I don't know.
I think Marrero's up for a while.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And I know he was a well thought of prospect. coming up.
He was. By the way,
Part of it was because he could hit. I mean, you know.
Jose Iglesias with Detroit.
Yeah.
All of the hitting that he was doing a couple of years ago, that's all gone now. The pitches have straightened out. He's struggling at 203, I think.
Really? Yeah. So these guys tend to come back to earth.
Yeah. He's still a marvelous fielder.
Yeah. Oh, he's outstanding.
But
Gold glove.
yeah, and they said, you know, that the other kid there is just as good. Well, I don't know about that, but because his hitting has been affected by his defense has been affected by his lack of hitting.
Right.
I'm convinced of it. Is it time to begin wondering if Dombrowski's moves are the work of a genius or just the work of a klutz like us?
Well, you know, there's some I think that you scratch your head a little bit on, and but we don't know yet because
Yeah.
he traded all these kids.
Yep.
You know, Everybody went into a panic when he got Pomeranz, including me, and gave up that that kid,
Espinoza.
who I'm not, from what I'm hearing, he hasn't exploded yet. So, it remains to be seen what that kid is.
Yeah.
And then it was compounded when they had the chance to actually undo that trade after
And they didn't do it.
Pomeranz came here and didn't look so great in his first 3 or 4 appearances. And they had a chance to undo it, and they didn't undo it.
Yeah.
And Dombrowski insists to this day he's still comfortable with that decision. That was the right decision. They wanted Pomeranz.
What else is he going to say?
Right.
But
you know what? Right now, they almost need him. I mean,
yeah, well, they definitely need him. Yeah. Is Pomeranz a drama queen?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, me too.
And the little looks in the dugout and stuff.
Yeah. Sure, it's coach.
But we need him to be a 5th starter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Got to pitch through that stuff.
Yeah, you could. As much as I don't like the trade, if you said, well, he's going to be a 5th starter, you'd say, okay, we got a 5th starter. It should be okay.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He was the number 1 starter when we traded for him.
That's right.
On a bad team.
All-Star. He made the All-Star team.
He made the All-Star team.
And finally, kudos to the one guy in this baseball season that really seems to know what he's doing. Rob Manfred, when he told the Red Sox and the Orioles to knock it off, stop the nonsense, and play baseball.
Yeah.
And I think he must have made a couple of strong threats, too. Like, tell you boys, there's 15 and 20 game suspensions waiting for them.
Yeah, the message clearly got through.
Yeah, it sure did.
And it was heated, which was good. They paid attention to it, and by the end of that series, the Orioles just wanted to get out of town.
Yeah. Former Penguin and Bruin Kevin Stevens of Weymouth was sentenced to 3 years probation and fined $10,000 for his role in a conspiracy to possess and distribute oxycodone.
Oh, no kidding.
52 years old.
Oh, man, that's a shame.
Common folks do 5 to 10 years for this stuff.
Yeah.
And he gets off with 3 years probation?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
Unless he turned state's evidence, that he blurted out who was in this whole mess.
Yeah.
And they
they
cut him a slack.
Yeah.
Said, yeah, well, look, we're not going to talk about this. We're not going to talk about you being the source because you'll be dead.
Right.
But tell us what's going on here and we'll lighten up the load.
Right.
Yeah. But this guy has ruined his life. He got out of hockey because of the drugs and the alcohol.
Too bad.
Well, here's a guy right here. The next guy is set for life. Nick Saban, the Alabama coach.
Yeah. Sure, he's doing well.
Got a 3-year extension worth $11.1 million per year.
Oh, per year?
Yes. And so, but the way
$11 million per year,
the way
huh?
they work it with these coaches,
wow,
is they give them an extension, but you have to continue with the contract that you're on. But we're underpaying you, so then we give you a big extension to overcompensate. Well, anyway,
yeah.
For the next 8 years, Saban will earn a total of $65 million.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about $8.1 million a year, the highest paid coach in college football, except for what's-his-face up there in Michigan.
Harbaugh.
Yeah, Harbaugh.
You think he's making more?
10.1, I
10.1.
believe. Yeah, 10.2, something like that.
What do you think Belichick makes?
In that range. I'm sure he's
10.
in the 10, 11, $12 million range.
Yeah.
Peter Abraham of the Globe has really been ripped by talk radio here lately for gutless reporting.
Gutless reporting, no less.
Suggesting he is a Red Sox employee first and not a hard-hitting, card-carrying media type.
Yeah.
The guys on the EI were really going over them. When they got through, the morning show got through, then the big show started in on them.
Oh, is that
and
right?
They
I
all
missed that,
roasted
yeah.
him some more. And
Yeah.
anyway, he's just a bland nothing.
Yeah.
That's just, I was in the, he doesn't even say I was in the dugout. It's, talked with a coach from the other team, and he said, hope it doesn't rain tonight, or some stupid thing like that. By the by,
Yeah.
who was the highest scoring defenseman in the National Hockey League this year?
Scoring or goals?
Total points.
Total points. I'm going to say I don't know, even though I think I do, but I'd have to think too long.
Kevin Shattenkirk.
It was Shattenkirk.
Yes. 13 goals, 43 assists, 56 points.
Right.
And he played in 80 of the 82 games.
Yeah. And he's a free agent.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Now, there's another free agent from Washington also by the name of T.J. Oshie. He came from the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, I know TJ. He had 33 goals this year.
33 goals, 56 points.
Yeah.
28 years old. Plays contact. He's a tough boy.
No, he's a good player.
What
He
if?
play on our...
Now, here's the Billy Masterstroke coming up. We could move Tuukka Rask.
We could.
He had a very good year, very solid year, and anybody wanting to upgrade the goaltending, we could get, I don't know, probably a number one draft choice for him. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, I think you could get a 1 for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's got a contract, 7.25. I've got it in here someplace.
Yeah. How many years are left,
2021, I believe.
Okay, so
So
a while.
it's a while.
4 more
now-
years.
We've also got Krejci. Krejci.
Yeah.
We still got him under contract, same amount of money. We should be able to get something for him, and I don't care if it's a number 4. Just get rid of him.
Yeah, you're not going to get... You're certainly going to...
No, get a third rounder for him,
50 Yeah.
and take that money and sign these two guys.
Which two guys?
Oshie and Shattenkirk.
I don't know if you could... I'd be fine with moving on from Krejci, perhaps.
Yep. Well,
Unless you can guarantee me he's going to be healthy.
and I'm all for doing that and putting McIntyre and Hudobin in the goal. And rebuilding.
Yeah, I know. I worry about the goaltending there because I think you are, in a sense, rebuilding already.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, definitely.
And the defense is basically there. It just needs to grow up, right?
Oh, you know what?
And they're not all here yet.
If I haven't convinced you now, do you want to hear the masterstroke?
Yes.
Get rid of Zdeno Chara too.
Well, yeah,
He's only going to make $4 million this year.
yeah.
So he would be attractive to somebody that says, that's the one piece.
Yeah.
Maybe
and that-
Ottawa. Who knows?
Yeah.
But now,
That's an interesting idea to get a new number one leader type.
Yep.
As you have all these young defensemen coming
Now
through.
this, I haven't been drinking the bathtub gin,
It's
but
interesting though how Shattenkirk kind of got benched there for a while.
doesn't play a lot of great D.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I was
Right.
just going to say that.
Not a
This
two-way,
is
yeah.
not a strong defensive guy.
Right.
If we call
So
him
maybe the
average-
guy to get rid of, if you want to get him, is Krug. Because Krug's
Well,
the same thing. He brings the offense, but he doesn't really bring the
but
defense.
of course, then we get Chara maybe for this year.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But
Maybe
you're paying
next
Krug
year.
like 5.25, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
But he does move the puck.
he does, but Shattenkirk does too.
Yes, he does. They may be somewhat the same pieces, but I would just like to see them do something
Yeah.
dramatic.
See, I don't think they're going to.
I don't think so. I know they're not
and,
gonna.
And I think that's okay. The one major question to me is second line left wing. Assuming Krejci stays, assuming you're not going to move Krejci. I think you can move Krejci, but especially if you're willing to eat a
you're
little
not going to get
money.
much from him.
But here's my
the money.
question for you. Would you? I would assume that at this point you're not a big Rick Nash fan. Rick Nash. Did you happen to see Mike Milbury just tear him to shreds after one of the games? Just ripped it
Yeah.
off. And he's due to make $8 million next year.
Yeah.
And the Rangers supposedly would like to figure out a way to move him on. So, would you take Rick Nash at $4 million? Because he's only got 1 year left. It's a 1 year commitment.
Yeah.
$4 million to play second line left wing with Krejci.
Or
'Cause you might
would
be-
you
that's
trade
something you might be able to
would
do
you
without
trade
giving up a lot.
Krejci for Rick Nash? Assuming that's just pretty much a
Yeah.
change out. The dollars are the same.
See, I think Krejci had a disappointing year, but part of the
did.
reason was
He was injured.
He was injured, and he didn't have a left wing.
Yeah.
And his other wings got moved in and out.
But you know what?
So Rick Nash, I don't like Rick Nash.
No, I
particularly,
don't either.
Right? But he is a veteran.
Yep.
He has scored a lot of goals in that
And
league.
early in his career, he was effective.
He could be a rejuvenate guy.
Yeah.
He's got 1 year left, so if he wants to play beyond next year, he's got to play good next year. Get out of New York, come to Boston, play with Krejci. And I don't know, I'm not sure if Pasternak would be on the right wing of that or if he'd be up on the first line at this point, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to shell some big bucks out for him.
right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, what if you could get Nash at 4? What if it was 3? What if you told him we'll take him, but we're only paying him $3 million?
Yeah. So you guys
Right?
better pay the
you
five.
guys got the 5, and I'm assuming the cap works that way, that they would
Yeah.
keep the $5 million.
Yeah.
We'd only pick up $3 million. If we could get Nash for $3 million for 1 year, I think I might do that.
Yeah, but we still got Krejci at that huge amount of money, which really stops us from signing a Shattenkirk or an Oshie,
Yeah. Well, the one I would be interested in is Oshie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'm not sure what his situation is. I don't know if he's unrestricted or if there was.
Unrestricted.
So he's ready to go.
And however, he has said he enjoyed it in Washington, and he hopes that he and Washington can work it out.
Yeah.
Where Shattenkirk said, I'm going to listen to everybody.
Yeah. And Washington has a lot of guys that need to be paid. So, but Oshie's a player. I would definitely be interested in Oshie. I don't want to pay him $8 million though. And
No,
that's what
but
it might.
that's what it's going to be.
That's what he'll probably get if he's really free on the market.
The Buffalo Bills fired their GM and their scouting staff again.
Yeah.
Clean house again.
What day is today? Oh.
Yeah. So the Terry Bagalo there and his wife, they co-manage it together.
Yeah. How's that working out?
Yeah, the next year it'll be the Buffalo Bill, the Sabres. They'll do the same thing to the Sabres. Well, we're going to fire everybody and start over again. That's their answer to everything up there.
Let me ask you a question with the light of all that. If Bill Belichick, hypothetical,
Yep.
just decided, I want one last challenge, I'm leaving New England, I'm a free agent, boys, and I'm coaching I'll come in and run it for 5 years.
Yep.
5 years. I'll be just like I am here, a top dog. You got to give me full authority, like they do here. I'm open for bids. What do you think he'd get for 5 years? Would he get $100 million?
You see, there's some of these people, though, like the folks that own Cleveland, that wouldn't do it because they couldn't meddle.
Right.
Because Belichick would say, look, I'm getting a bulletproof contract here. You're not getting in the locker room.
Right.
I'll talk to you on odd-numbered Tuesdays.
Right.
That's it.
That'd be the problem with Dallas, too.
Yep. Oh, Jerry Jones. Oh,
Jerry
God
just
help
couldn't-
us.
Couldn't.
Yeah,
His head
and the
would
guy that prowls the sidelines for the Atlanta Falcons
Yeah.
games, Banks there. Is it Banks? Arthur Banks?
Blank.
Blank.
Yeah, the Home Depot guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you told him, back upstairs,
Yeah.
buddy.
I think the league should consider that anyway.
Yeah. Sure, but they're dealing with the egos of these guys.
Or at
They've
least
got to
say
be on TV.
you are not allowed on the sideline until the game is
over. Yeah, then you can go down there. Oh, I'll be in.
You can't come down at the start of the fourth quarter
Oh,
and hang around on the bench.
Oh, boy.
And bring your wife.
Yeah. She's a lot younger than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how that worked out. El Dorado, Arkansas.
Wow.
The Dragon Stadium is being renamed. David Carpenter Stadium is the new name, and it's in honor of their retiring football coach, who may or may not be named David Carpenter.
May or may not be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. There was no other details in the story. But I thought something of this magnitude needed to be aired on the show.
Well, it's good to get at some pub on the East Coast.
Yep.
Yeah.
El Dorado, Arkansas is an interesting place. It's one of the very few places in the U.S. where bromine ever came up out of the ground naturally.
Is that right?
Yeah. And now they...
claim to fame?
Yeah. Yeah. And there's another city over there near it, Magnolia. And that also had bromine coming up. And Dow Magnolia was a big customer of the Foxborough Company. We sold a lot of valves.
No kidding.
Yeah, the bromine went right through the valves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you go into the plant and you take a deep breath. You'll never have sinus trouble for the next 4 years because it'll burn out everything.
You won't have any sinuses left?
Ooh, mercy.
Wow.
What a place.
Don't want to live downwind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But boy, they byproduct.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yale Larry, NFL Hall of Famer for the Detroit Lions, who helped them win 3 NFL titles in the 1950s, passed away.
Really?
Died in Fort Worth, Texas. He was 86 years old.
Good run.
He had 50 interceptions during an 11-year career. He was also a punter and a kickoff returner for the Lions.
It's an odd combination.
Yep, averaged 44.3 yards a punt. He was a hell of a player.
Yeah.
I remember him.
I do not.
And he was, he could do it all.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick would love a guy like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Do all those things.
Wow. Former Florida Gators star and NFL prospect Caleb Brantley is facing charges for allegedly punching a woman in the face, knocking out her and dislodging a tooth. The 6'3", 300-pound Brantley said that she pushed him, and he pushed her back with one punch. She was 5'6" and 120 pounds.
Goodness.
Yeah. So the
Who drafted him?
the
Say?
ta-da. You know what? I cut this out before the draft, and I never talked
before the
about
draft.
it.
Okay.
It says he was expected to be a top-round pick in this week's NFL draft.
I bet you he fell.
Yep. Oh, I bet you he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ended up costing him a lot of money, probably.
I got
Good.
one more story, one more little tidbit here, and then we're going to get to the Celtics. Johnny Unitas,
Yeah.
the great Johnny Unitas,
Johnny U.
threw 287 touchdown passes, threw 246 interceptions.
Yeah. Wasn't that unusual?
The
in those days,
ratio, interceptions to touchdown passes, 85.7.
Wow.
So for every 100 TD passes, 85.7
85 picks.
interceptions. Roman Gabriel threw 201 touchdown passes and 149 interceptions. His ratio was 74%. Now, I'm shocked at Johnny Unitas.
Yeah, but you know, it's a different era.
Oh, I know.
That was the game then. There were
Yep.
more interceptions, and you look at, I don't know how many career interceptions Brady has, but I don't think it's 150.
Heck no.
I mean,
Well, in those days, too, the defenders could manhandle
Could
those
actually
guys.
defend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could actually play.
right.
Yeah. Well, I got the Celtic salaries, the Bruins salaries, but we've got to get. By the way, Ben Bishop landed a 6-year, $30 million contract.
Wow.
$29.5 million. So I believe that means that Rask is worth at least that kind of money, if not more.
Well, he's being paid more than that.
Yeah, being paid more than that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think he'd be an attractive thing out there to offer.
Yeah, I think there'd be a
around.
market for him. Doesn't hurt to listen.
No. Here we go. Now, the Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics. It's a good subject.
Yeah. What's interesting here, assuming I can get it straightened out here. There we go. What's interesting here is that they're going to attack. But the keys to the series,
Yeah.
sometimes the Herald, they scare me with some of the stuff they write, but one, protect your valuables. But they're talking about turnovers and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Take care of the ball and hit threes. That's
Yeah.
the only hope they have.
Number two, show me some nasty.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
3, do the right thing. They just want Isaiah to make the right basketball play and not too much freelancing.
Yeah.
4, that he's got to make his open shots. I mean, this is getting to the
Yeah.
point where it's mind-numbing. But
You know, Cleveland appears to be basically unstoppable.
Yeah.
Right? And so you got to take care of the ball. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Limit your turnovers. They're going to need to shoot the lights out. That's the way they play. They launch threes from all over the floor. They spread the offense out.
is Jay Crowder going to be able to do anything on LeBron James?
No.
No, he'll pick up 5 fouls so damn
You're going to
quick.
have to put multiple people on him. You know, he's going to end up with Jaylen Brown on him. Jaylen Brown can't guard him, but
Nope.
he's going to have to.
Well,
You know,
they
they might try Olynyk on him, but
They might try Amir.
he's too quick for them.
Yeah, but if they double team him and Amir
Yeah.
tries to block off the path to the
The
basket,
thing about him is if you double team him, he will make the right pass.
Yes, he
And
will.
It'll either be
Yes,
to Kyrie
he will.
or it'll
Pick
be
your
to Love.
pocket.
I mean, they just toyed with Toronto.
the
And the
Herald.
last time they came in here, they just toyed
Blow-
with the Celtics. They were making a point.
Steve, there's 4 basic writers here,
Yeah.
and every one of them, Cavs in 5, Cavs in 4, Cavs in 5, Cavs in 4.
Yeah.
And that's probably just about right.
Yeah, I think it would be a moral victory to get the 6.
Yeah.
And it could happen. I could see the Celtics winning one of the first 2 games, going down there for the next 2 and losing them both. You come home for Game 5, up 3-1. Cleveland's maybe not quite killer, and you manage to squeeze out Game 5 in a thriller, and then you go down in Game 6 and you get your butt kicked.
Good night, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. They try to make something here, too, that, matching up players at different positions. It's not even realistic, for
Yeah.
heaven's sakes. They just did it just to write it, I think. But
They've got the best player in the world,
Yep.
and they've got Kyrie Irving, who's he's a great player. He's an all-star caliber player. And then they've got Love, who does his job now.
Does his
He
job.
right?
Yeah, and he's not hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
And they got other people they rotate in.
Yep.
They're tough.
Can the Celtics work something with double teaming Bradley and Smart on them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can take LeBron away. Between Smart,
Yep.
Smart will definitely cover him. And Smart will get in his face and he'll pick up fouls too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But-
then you have to put Crowder on him.
But if
and
you do that to him, if you double him, he will make the right pass.
that's it.
And they will end up with Kyrie, or you need to double him and keeping Kyrie locked down at the same time.
Yeah.
And then they force him to try to go to Love, maybe. I don't know.
What?
It's a steep hill to climb.
Two questions.
Yeah.
Did Kelly Olynyk do enough in the second half of the year to warrant a decent contract for the Celtics, or are they going to let him walk?
I don't know if they're going to sign him or not, but Kelly Olynyk, I think, earned himself $20 million the other night because he's a restricted free agent. He'll probably play here next year, but he's going to get a contract, maybe at the end of next year. And, you know, the way the league is now, if he continues to step up next year a little bit, he's a $16, $18 million a year player.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, he is. And I don't know if they can.
The guard that we lost to Portland.
Yeah, Evan Turner.
Yeah, he
$17 million.
Yeah.
For 4 years.
So, I mean, you got to be kidding me. I mean.
And they're regretting that right now because he didn't have a good year.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the number one draft choice dropped in their lap.
Yeah.
I mean, it just keeps on getting better and better.
So it's, you know, the next 3 months are so important to Danny's legacy with this team. What's he going to do? You know? You can, you know, is Fultz really a superstar? Is he that next generational type player?
He can't draft another Marcus Smart.
No. And you're not going to, or do you trade it? And I would look at trading it, but there's only a very few players I trade. I would not trade that pick for Jimmy Butler. I would not trade that pick for Paul George. No. Anthony Davis? Yeah. That pick would not be enough to get Anthony Davis, but my dream scenario, you get a trade for Anthony Davis. I think I've talked about this on this show before. You get Anthony Davis in a package that includes the number one pick. It includes Jay Crowder. It may even include Avery Bradley. And then you sign the kid from Hayward.
It might be you even trade next year's number one. But you got to figure something out. Well, folks, guess what? We've run the gamut, run out another show.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with you next time, and we'll take a look at what the Celtics have done.
Yeah.
Very good. So, good night.
Until then.